where did we leave off again? Oh yeah, I was in Colorado doing a little dilly-dallying. This is actually my third trip to Colorado this year, and this time feels different. This time reminded me how much truth lies in the saying, everything happens as it should. Truthfully, divine timing is the only kind of timing I wish to live my life by moving forward.
Yeah, girl, it's been a minute since I vibe with you. Conversating, do nothing right with you. Hold me close, ain't nothing wrong with you. Yeah, we said our vows, I belong to you now. Tired of feeling the feet are right. Party, ain't nothing had tonight. Quit trying to make me feel like I'm the girl, we the same,
If you're new here, you may not understand why I love Colorado or what the hell might be here for me. Right, the population of black people is far slimmer than that of Brooklyn, Atlanta, and even Los Angeles. But after having lived in all those cities, sometimes what matters most is being in a city where you yourself come alive. Sometimes the people will do that. Other times, it's the outdoorsy world or the change of pace. Whatever that might be, it was always important to follow what felt right to me internally versus what others might deem a good fit for me externally.
Quit talking crazy, all the same deep. Why we on freeze, and like what I've had in the past, yeah. Girl, we seem to coincide with the end of our lives. The same ride, but we got here. Probably see you and then you scream, it's alright. Oh, we're tripping off of petty little things, baby, baby. Oh, you're spinning off emotions when you know.
Back to the whole divine timing thing. This actually isn't my first time apartment hunting here in Denver. The last time was earlier this year, back in January when I left the brownstone. Back then, none of the apartments felt like the right fit for me. So maybe, hopefully, my third trip here will be a charm. Hello girls. I am currently in the very first apartment to kick off the Denver apartment tour. And as you can see, this space is massive. This is literally just the living room and you're not even getting a full scope of the space. So this unit is about 2,300 square feet. We have 2 beds, an office room, 3 baths, a full-on kitchen, a humongous pantry, washer and dryer. I'm gonna give y'all a full-on tour of this space because it's so nice. This is a condo inside of an apartment building, and we are more southern Denver, so I'm actually not even in the city of Denver. I'm really trying to stay open to what I find in Denver, okay? I don't want to just stick to the city because I am like a New Yorker girly at heart and I love the city. I want to broaden my horizons. You hear the birds? I love it. I love it. Okay, and then now we're just back out into the kitchen. Here is the fridge. I think this might be a Samsung fridge. I can't remember. Oh no, sorry babes. This is a Bosch. Baby, yeah, this is Bosch. Baby girl, this is Bosch, okay? Yeah, I'm obsessed. We have our stovetop, which is electric, microwave. Then we have some additional cabinetry over this way. And girls, and over here we just have this like additional, I would call this like a pantry wet bar, kind of wet bar, even though there's no sink. You know what I mean, okay? So coming over here, we walk through, and this is just more of what that area looks like. We have tons of storage space. I'm thinking my KitchenAid, my juicer, my blender, all the things. And then walking into here is one of the bathrooms. So here we have a tub, and then over here we have a side closet. The kitchen island bar is here, and then we come over to the living room space. This is huge. I honestly don't even know what I would do with all of this space. I'm thinking I might have the dining room go in the back and then obviously have the TV set up on the other side. So this is kind of what the kitchen and everything looks like from the living room. And then now we're gonna walk into this area, which honestly could be the dining area, but it's not as bright. So I have to get crafty and figure out what I wanna do with this space. Another wet bar, which could be my matcha station, who knows? So this is technically supposed to be the office room, which I think I will keep it that way because the views in here. This room is absolutely stunning. We have these sliding doors here. We have a closet here. I'm just obsessed. Coming out. And then here we have a walk-in closet. I was told that all this is gonna stay for the tenant that moves in. So I'm gonna consider this to be the primary. Okay, this is gorgeous, spacious, insane amount of space. Here is the bathroom. Lovely, okay, we got the shower. Everything in here is clearly black. Okay, and then bam, baby, absolutely. Yeah, get into it. Get into it. Then we have this cute little vanity station, which I think is so cute for makeup. And this is actually another entrance. More closet space. So yeah, my babes, that was a cute little quick tour of this space. I hope you guys like. I like. She's number one on the list, but we got others to tour. So let's see what else Denver has to offer. Girls, I think we just found the loft of my dreams. I don't think we could have conjured up anything. Look at this. apartments here again in Denver feels so surreal. I spent a few hours at this hidden gem of a park and I got goosebumps finally being able to envision life here. Before, I just overly fantasized about it. But one thing about Amani, she will forever be in pursuit of her happiness. What might look like running away to some of you, in fact, actually feels like running towards myself. And I guess that's all that matters.
I want you to take me from the top.
She said, what? Make it 6 a.m. Run club. Yeah.
You play me, I need you so.
Let's go, girl. You guys can just say hi. That's all. Run club, 6 a.m. All right, girly pops. Good morning. Good morning. It is now almost 10 a.m. 6 a.m. Run club has ended, and your girl is. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Body's feeling good, but your girl is I'm a little sleepy now, okay? I'm a little sleepy, but we have another set of apartment tours to do today. And I figured I'd take you guys along with me, even though I really feel like that brick loft, I think that's the one. I'm gonna apply for it today, but I figure let me not just cut myself short. Let's see all of our options. Let's see all of what Denver has to offer. So we're gonna go tour some more apartments today. Let's go. You're joking. New York could never, y'all. Lovely.
Super cool.
Kitchen is fab. Finishes. So here for. Give me like a read of like the vibe, and then I'll tell you what to do based off that vibe.
You and me is like perfection. I've been loving our progression, but I gotta make a confession. No, lately I've been having questions. Oh, see, I've been missing your.
Meet my girl, Isabel. I met her on my last trip here a few months ago at a matcha cafe. And turns out we both have the same matching SZA control tattoos on our wrists. Again, I might sound a little woo-woo, but if that's not the stars aligning, or a little breadcrumb that I am where I'm meant to be, then I don't know what is. Shout out to my short-lived life in Atlanta because that's where my love for Pilates bloomed after having my first ever Black woman instructor named Kimberly. Ever since then, I've been locked in with it. Ironically, to ring in the year 2024, I was in Denver taking a class here at Pilates, and I remember saying to myself that I felt like the star of my own movie, just moving at my own pace. And I guess some things never change.
She ain't never got time, but got good for me. She ain't tryna be mine, but she fuck with me. She the type to buy the bottles in the club with me. And she always checking in, see what's up with me. Is that what you want? Is that what you need? Is that what you like? Well, give it to me. Is that what you want? Is that what you need? Is that what you like? Give it to me. She the baddest in the friend group. Ain't no good, she ain't ran through. Plus she got a bag, that's a big move. And she always come around with some good news. Is that what you want? Is that what you need? Is that what you like?
Hey, hey, hey. Rousey, I need you tonight. Yeah, vocals. Oh, this Bronco. She's a Bronco baddie. She's a Bronco baddie. She's a Bronco baddie. Yeah.
I've only been to the Cherry Creek Farmers Market here in Denver once during my last visit. And while it's my last day here, I figured I'd explore this one, the Highland Square Farmers Market. I think I can get jiggy with this. The small-ish town romance of running into the same faces on the weekends, frequenting my favorite cafes, football Sundays, the simple things, honestly. Hi, I would like to do in-room dining, but I did have a question to see if you guys do in-room dining for food that's at the restaurant upstairs.
No, so we don't serve any food from Halo for in-room dining.
Okay, well then in that case, I would like to just do the roasted chicken. Nope, that'll be all. Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good evening.
You too. Well, hello, good evening. It is Saturday evening. It is actually going on 8 p.m. It is my last evening here in Colorado. I've gone on tons of apartment tours. I really wanted to do a lot of fun stuff with friends, but my priority this week was really to tour apartments and see all of what was out there. So I didn't really get a chance to do too much fun stuff. Like, I'm really sad because one of my friends, Leanne, invited me to a college football game that was happening today, but I had to go and tour the very last building and they didn't have any other time slots for me to reschedule. Let's just chat, okay? Before I even get into just like apartment tours in Colorado and things like that, I want to talk about Amani and just how Amani is feeling, like where she's at mentally, emotionally in this transitional period, just, all the things. So I will say where I'm at currently right now in this very moment, I'm feeling very tender. When am I not feeling tender? When am I not in my feels? But y'all know I'm into astrology, all the things, and tomorrow marks the Pisces eclipse. I think it's the lunar eclipse. And the fact that it is in the sign of Pisces and that being my 8th house, child, your girl she's feeling the feels. I feel like I am currently ending a lot of karmic cycles. I feel like a lot of endings are kind of happening in my life, both spiritually, physically, kind of leaving the past and kind of like walking into just like, a new life. The eighth house being, contracts. The eighth house also being the house of Scorpio, death, rebirth, transformation. Like I feel like I'm breaking a lot of cycles. I feel like I am concluding and really finally wrapping up just old karmic cycles, old karmic contracts with people, with places, with things, just everything. And I'm just feeling really tender. So a little backstory: when I was in LA for the SZA and Kendrick concert, I had a great time. It was my first time back in LA in like a very, very long time. And I got to see an old friend who was a guy. We got to briefly reconnect, and I was under the impression that maybe we would, hang out a little bit more than what we did. I only seen him once, and I was expecting for us to see each other, multiple times and actually have some like intimate kind of like one-on-one time to catch up and things like that. And long story short, it ended up with me kind of just like crashing out, feeling completely disregarded, feeling ignored, just all the things. And I just like said my piece, crashed out, and just blocked on everything. And then over time, a couple months later, I decided to just, unblock on social media, but still just like no contact or nothing. And actually, when I was here in Colorado, this person followed me on Instagram and then texted me. And I thought it was so interesting because when he texted me, it also happened to be during a week where I was like heavily thinking about him, missing him, all the things. And then I had to check myself, like, do I miss him or do I miss the companionship? Do I miss the comfort of being able to talk to someone that is non-platonic per se? Because if you don't know by now, I'm in my era of just no dating, just learning to move through this life with no validation, no attention, no reassurance from a man, just quite literally none of that, just me learning to see, value, and love myself and appreciate myself through my own eyes and no one else's. So I had to sit with myself and ask myself those questions, and I've come to the realization that yes, partially I do miss him, but I also think a larger part of it is the idea of being able to have someone to kind of just take off the day with, just kind of catch up with, share your feels with, just like all the things, and just have casual conversation, or maybe even heart-to-heart intimate conversation, just kind of having like that sacred kind of connection with someone per se. Anywho, I'm getting off track, but yeah, so he reached out to me and he, wanted to talk about what transpired back in May and how things kind of ended, and yeah, that didn't really end so great. And he told me that I crossed his mind, I was on his mind, and he wanted to have a conversation about the last time we spoke, the last time we were in contact back in May. And so long story short, I keep saying long story short, I'm getting to the point, y'all. So he asked me if we could find time this current week for us to talk about what happened. And I was like, yeah, sure, like, let's do it. So he sends me that text on a Tuesday. I don't hear from him at all. Thursday rolls around and I'm like, okay. He said he wants to talk this week. This week is almost over. Let me just shoot a text. So I sent him a text saying, hey, like, I know you said you wanted to have a conversation. Is that something that you still want to do? He says, I apologize. Yes, I do. When are you free? Told him when I was free. He calls me around that time, but I was at an apartment tour that happened to run over. So I told him I would call him back in like 10-20 minutes. And so I do. And he was no longer free. He hopped into a meeting and he told me he would call me after the meeting. That was around 3 p.m. And today is now Saturday at 8 p.m. Still haven't heard from him. So it kind of just left me feeling very tender, because the way that I'm feeling right now is kind of just like a repeat experience, a repeat feeling, a repeated cycle of what I have experienced with men, where the communication is just, it's constantly spacey, it's never consistent, it's never that. And I realized that the reason why it's that way and the reason why this continues to happen is because I allow it. I allow for this to happen because I would be in situations where I would crash out, I would say my piece, I will put my foot down, and then somehow, some way, I get in my feels and I want to kind of leave the door cracked open for them to come back in, and then boom, here we are. So I'm trying to be gentle with myself in this, process of me just like reflecting and processing my emotions from what happened. But I also do want to take accountability in the same breath. And I feel like I probably should have just never responded in the first place, because I was very clear and very firm and very adamant, vocalizing my feelings the last time him and I were in touch with each other. So yeah, so here I am now, still haven't heard from him. And it's just a very disappointing feeling. I feel disappointed because I thought that maybe things would have changed if you're reaching out to me wanting to talk about what happened a few months ago, saying things like, I just want to see where you are mentally, emotionally, and all these things, making it seem like you care, and to me it doesn't seem like you really do care at all, because if you did care, I think that you would have made having this conversation a priority of yours, and he failed to do that. So right now I'm feeling the feelings of just like disappointment, and I'm a little frustrated that I feel disappointed, because I feel like this era for me really is supposed to be just like Amani, me, myself, and I, as it pertains to the whole dating world, and I just hate that, I feel this feeling right now, because I feel like we're not supposed to be here if the focus is supposed to be on Amani, but we're here, and it's just been a little bit difficult. I feel like not just because of him, but because I'm just like on the brink of just like so much transition, and just the slowness of Denver, I think, is really waking me up to being present and sitting still with my emotions and actually allowing the space for my emotions to like be felt. And I feel like I'm just feeling them at a much higher magnitude because of the fact that Denver and just the life of Colorado just allows me the time. It affords me the time to just sit here with them. So yeah, and I'm actually really grateful for that. I don't hate that. I actually am really grateful for the fact that, I'm not utilizing work or the busyness of events in New York City to kind of keep me busy and keep me distracted from what is coming up for me emotionally, internally, and all the things. But yeah, so I will say that it's kind of just like the mood and the vibe right now. If you feel like the vibe is a little low, and if you can feel the vibes off screen or on screen, that's where Amani is at. So now that I got that out the way, I feel like I was able to vent just a little bit. I got that out the way. But now, okay, let's switch gears a little bit. I do want to talk about apartments. So the loft, that brick loft, y'all. That brick loft that I saw, I still haven't yet applied. I've just been a little bit emotional and just busy with apartment tours that I didn't get a chance to apply. I think I'm going to apply tonight, or I might apply tomorrow when I get back to New York or at the airport. I don't know. My flight is literally at 6 a.m. I actually might call American Express Travel to see if I can push my flight back to a later time. I just like to fly out of Colorado early because of the wind and turbulence and stuff. They say the earlier the better, child. Yeah, the brick loft. That is literally a dream loft. I told you guys when I was there, you guys saw my excitement. You felt the vibes, like the vibes were high, and I still feel very, very strongly about that loft. as I was saying, the brick loft feels like the one. I've always wanted to live out my loft dreams, and I guess it makes sense that here is where I get to make that happen. I fly back to New York bright and early tomorrow to prepare and hit the ground running for New York Fashion Week. Interesting how the thought of going back to NYC for Fashion Week drains me. Once you've had a glimpse into what flow state feels like, it's hard to want to break out of that. But when work calls, you gotta answer. Hey, after all, our parents always advise that we spend all of our 20s with our heads down, focused on building our careers, right?
Short taps mean stay, long strokes mean go. Hands talking fluid when I touch you real slow. Body sending signals like a real churro. I'm locked in, baby, tapped in like Morse code. Dot, dot, dash, got you moving all in sync. Why you yelling at me when you ride it on the sink? Ain't no capping, baby girl, you already know. I'm tapped in like Morse code.
Got me tapped in, cash out investments right on your back end. Fact is, I crack your code, unlike your last man. Past tense, want you forever, let's make it last in. Trying to decide your waters.
Good morning, New York. If you haven't caught the drift by now, Denver is where I go to play and take a beat. New York? Well, this is where I hit the ground running. Bus, club, another club. I guess I get why my 20-year-old self loved this place to death. It was invigorating. So much opportunity, so many places to get lost in, and so many people to meet.
I'm locked in, baby, tapped in like Morse code. Dot, dot, dash, got you moving all in sync. Why you yelling at me when you ride it on the sink? Ain't no capping, baby girl, you already.
Though, one thing will never change no matter what city I go to, and that's finding myself at a matcha cafe. Cool thing about New York is that there's likely a new one popping up every other month. And it's undoubtedly one of the things I'll miss the most.
You in positions, feeding for a fix. Let me be the one to fix it. I let you drive the boat, but put.
Thought that I would be a bit at peace by now. Yeah, you're lying in the shadows of my room. Oh, always heard your voice. I forget the sound now. You're awfully quiet while I cry out for you. Oh, I know. You don't have much to say, yeah, that's clear. Keep on giving grace.
As the Fashion Week craze continues, I'm left reflecting on last year's Fashion Week. Just around the time I moved back to New York after leaving Atlanta.
Well, you'll never know if I'm fine. Am I alright? Well, you'll never know. You took this path on your own time without giving us a try. So we'll never know.
I walked in my first ever show. Sometimes life moves so fast here, it's so easy to move on from such huge wins in my life.
Tell you what, let's forget about it. You got it all figured out in a way about you. Like you can't get enough of wine. Thoughts are wandering away with me today, fading into gray. Say that it's okay. Painting pictures of this silhouette in vain. Just here to speculate.
Because life moves so fast here, I take any moment that I can to do nothing. But even that in itself is a task. It's a few days post-fashion week and drain isn't even the word. Remember how I mentioned before that I would pass up on opportunities to get together with girlfriends because I don't have the emotional bandwidth for myself? This is kind of what that looks like in motion. I go through this cycle of being booked and busy with campaigns, and then I'll try to rest. Not just sleep, but also the kind of rest that stimulates my brain and my body. And well, by the time that's done, work calls again. Saying no to campaigns and hiring help is far more easier said than done. If you've been here since life in Atlanta, then you know this is something that I've struggled with.
I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough. When you're thinking everything is gone wrong, just remember that I'm here to cheer you on. Yeah, I wanna pick you up from the ground, let you know that I'm always around. Cause I know we can make it, yes we can make it if we try, keep on trying.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday, Wednesday. At this point, I don't know what day it is, but your girl is cute in her Uber black truck on my way to the Amazon keynote event for 2025. I'm so excited. You guys know I love all things tech, so I love my Amazon fam. They always look out for your girl. They love your girl, and I love them back. So I actually need to edit a video in the car on my way there. Busy gal, busy life. This is that NYC life, but I'll see you at the keynote. Say hey!
This is what we call paper thin. Ultimately, when you put the pen down, you want to make sure the colors are enhanced and the ink coming out of the pen is the color you chose. Or you're just writing in colors the way you used to, either when you were a kid or you just like writing and thinking in different colors. Some of those, they are beautiful. They have brilliant screens which bring together in-cell touch. They also have a 13 megapixel camera. It's the best one we've ever had. We cannot wait for you to experience all these products in the showcase. Go get your hands on them, go take a look. I'll see you downstairs.
We also have a bunch of, you'll actually,
This is okay, Money. What is my favorite product that is launching and to come is going to be the Kindle Scribe. Okay, I do not have or own a Kindle Scribe. I got a Kindle, but this right here will literally unlock my inner child. Okay, like I am so excited. I need this. I love to journal, but I think this could just be like a fun little tool to have in my kits when I'm on the go, storyboarding for the vlogs, because you know, But yes, and I love this fig color. This color is Regina. Okay, I love it. And the pencil, I love it. I am an iPad girly, but ain't nothing wrong with having just a little tool for funsies. Okay, but yes, it's so cute. Very into it. The shading. Y'all saw the demo. I love it. So just now, this is on my wish list for the end of the year. Can't wait for this to launch. I'm gonna get me one of these. Okay.
See it in your eyes, lonely then. What a surprise. Didn't know it. Sing it in this song. Watch it then. I fell off.
I think I need good chat therapy.
Living back in New York has radicalized me. I now look at my relationship to work and how much I've allowed it to consume me. Overextending yourself in any relationship, not just romantic, is something to take note of. I think over the years, coping with feelings of loneliness and constantly rebuilding new friendships and all the things in new cities, I used work as a crutch to keep me busy, and eventually it became the norm. It helps a bit that what I do for work is also a passion of mine, but as with anything, too much of anything isn't quite healthy. So gradually, I'm taking baby steps to lighten the load, starting with enjoying the fruits of my labor and gifting myself nice things and exploring the world more.
My little safe haven of conversation, where we make space and ease our frustrations. Continuation for days and days, and I can just say it, no explanation needed. We just understand what we mean, if only through pictures and memes. Years together run deep in the glow of our screens. It's a party inside. Sometimes you need solutions, and sometimes it's just a vibe in group chat therapy. I think I need group chat.
Hearing you play in the evenings. Watch you sing in church on a Sunday morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Finding your strength in the waiting. Been fighting, girl, and you're overcoming. You're overcoming. And I'm gonna be by your side through time. And every mountain you climb, and I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky.
We can do better. We could be chasing dreams. We know what's right, and we know how it feels. Yeah, we can do better. We can make a change for real. Yeah, we can do a lot better.
Here's to pretty much my last few days in NYC. Why not spend it doing some of the things I love and revisiting some of the places I love? I got a gut feeling this isn't goodbye, but rather a see you later. And when I see you later, I may be able to appreciate you and express gratitude in far better ways, New York. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Today is October 24th or the 5th. I have officially lost count of what day it is, but let's just rip the band-aid off. Today is the day I will be moving to Denver, Colorado. Well, I won't officially be in Colorado today, but the movers are coming to put my stuff on a truck and be en route to Colorado. I will be leaving on Wednesday next week, so still gonna be here for a couple more days. It's happening. It is happening. And it's so crazy because as this process is starting, my cycle is starting, and I'm so bloated and I feel all the things, but hey, must be a good sign. Your girl's about to birth. She's birthing a new life. Literally. Well, not literally, okay? Chill on me. But literally birthing a new life in Colorado. Life in Colorado is the new life that I'm birthing, okay? But yes, the movers are here. I am so excited and I can't believe it's happening, but we're here and it's going to be a day. It's going to be a very long day because your girl still got work to do. I'm ready to get to Colorado. It's all done. It's happening. I have no doubts that I'm about to experience the best part of my life. But before I do, New York, I hope you know you'll never get rid of me. This city owes me nothing. Gratitude for all the lessons in survival mode, the opportunities to start my career here, the seasons to shine and the seasons to hibernate. If I leave with nothing else, it is the complete understanding of self-preservation. The work will always be there. Hell, New York will always be there. But the memories, experiences, and the friends you make along the way may not be. Girls, the movers are almost done and all of my stuff is pretty much on this truck. I am really moving to Colorado. This is actually really nuts and it hasn't hit me yet. Like, I still don't think that I'm doing this. I still do not think that I'm doing this. Oh my goodness. It's happening. It's been a long day, okay? But yeah, shout out to Railway Moving, man. Shout out to Railway Moving. We outie, Colorado baddie on the way. It takes a village, and I cannot do it all alone. I love you, New York, and I'll be back soon. But regardless, I'ma be alright.
You keep running